my friend, Valorant Mundi here, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll enjoy the best plays and moments from VCT EMEA Stage 2 playoffs between the new kings of the region, already qualified for champions, Team Heretics, versus the only team playoffs still fighting to qualify for champions, Team Vitality. The winner move on to the upper finals, while the loser will face elimination in the lower bracket. Here we go, my friends. Team Heretics versus Team Vitality. This game is going to be fun, man. WO0T, Enemy Bull versus SAYF, dude. On God mode, my friends. On God mode. But the other players are stepping up too, man. Vitality is playing good Valorant.
They can get locked away, regardless of what counters, what holes in play they think they've seen from Heretics over on Sunset or even on Bind. Oh, I like this little alt plant position, so they're going to be free. Shock Dart's not denying plant. Vitality set up for a post plant with a little bit of aggression from SAYF. Shouldn't be surprised. He's been popping off in so many of their games, actually sticking around for a bit more too.
Already. Can try and get back in on the retake. The Neon, well, we saw Tamazi play it not long ago. It was a failure already. A slightly better start. There's only going to be the trade. Wingman will be denied, so not even half. No early attempt at the defusal, but the kills are going their way. WO0T with one, another coming up for WO0T, in fact, and now it's left all on to Runner. He needs some nice shots.
The bullets? They're gonna defuse.
They're gonna defuse before he can even get anywhere near them, and what the damage.
So Runner and SAYF are going through the tube, they're pushing you back, and then they've got a free shot on your turret. Unless someone's standing on ramp, even then it's a decent fight. Okay, Runner's dead. Surely. The orb protected him for a moment, but it's about to fall, and there you go.
Solo.
Rians gets the kill, but for his trouble, WO0T's down to 8 HP. So still an advantageous spot for Vitality, especially if this plant goes down, and it has just about.
This is a great position to fight from. Trying to get aggressive. Thrash is actually going to be used from the attack side and the defense at the same time. It's going to be the trade out. Unfortunately, they can't pick up each other's. That would definitely help them out a little bit. You can also see the aggressive positioning of SAYF. There's someone they need to clear and haven't been able to. The trade almost immediate.
On Spatcher.
Now Trex, so fantastic with his utility yesterday.
Man, that ace from Trex yesterday, bro. What was that, man?
Ready. And with WO0T so desperately low, he'll fall, but the trades are so quick.
Oh my god, I thought it was looking good for Vitality.
And well, they got plenty of time in the end to defuse.
Vitality are stalled, still running into a 4-man stack up, and there's about to be a big battle around the right side. SAYF is the one to take the brunt of
Yeah, not looking good for Vitality here. And they still have the pit.
Picking off one player, and it's not like Vitality are capitalizing off that by pushing through, by trading. Instead, they're staggering into a later play that, again, I don't see the advantage here. And, well, the fight that comes down.
That's just beautiful, man. Beautiful by Heretics.
So many crossfires.
And I don't think Vitality has money, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a pause after that.
They should pause him, man.
Andaluthia flawless as well for the side of Heretics. That was 2 kills from Rians while on 11 HP.
Yeah, he's just too good, man.
In the angle, taking those fights, but I also want to point out the supportive utility.
He always gets multi kills on the Z side, bro. Crazy.
Which I think caught 3 players the first time they tried to aggress. Then they try and aggress again.
Oh my god.
Pings 3 players. So every time there's a moment where you'll watch Heretics go, okay, they haven't shown any
timeout.
Fantastic calls by Heretics so far. Really have to commend them. And you're about to see another stacked up, but oh no!
Okay.
There's the gap. Finally, there's an issue to be seen. Heretics had a blind spot. Now 5 HP left on Miniboo. This is the advantage that Vitality have been looking for. Viper's Pit used, and with pistols and a stinger in play, this is perfect. Alarmbot's covering their back. No one has to watch back there. Trex might be dead. He could get one, but he's in a lot of... They're not checking him. He's in absolutely no trouble whatsoever.
This is the round, do we?
Right back into the pit and play late. Advantages doubled up on. Miniboo might as well be dead. He's basically living inside of the Viper's Pit on the 5 HP. Deep Mosh going to deny any defuse. I think that covers it. Yeah, they have to back off. Now they go back in through the pit, and you've got a snake bite. That's catching WO0T. Now they're all 1 HP. Kicks is able.
This is the round they win, bro. This time, there's no way they lose.
This round, well, the conclusion seemed to already be written. Now,
it was my fault, bro, that they're losing the rounds. 5-2.
One step ahead, as usual, Miniboo straight into the fight. What a beautiful push on the back of the utility. The snake bite used as well. This is gorgeous. And Vitality are left locked out of that control. They have to fight forward just to get the spike back. And Heretics are going to give it to them. Damage done to SAYF, they don't know about that, but Sender and Runner left alive in this situation, 3 versus 5. Well, Heretics have been great in the retakes. They might not need one this round.
Even when you see Runner attempting to cross, he's going to be met with some resistance, and obviously the players on the A side are yet to really move. You've got the drone already coming through, but I don't think that will have spotted anything, which might actually be a bit of a false flag for them. Again, though, when you're in a 5 versus 3 scenario, you're not exactly going to rotate your players away.
A bit of a red herring that the B side might be the way it's going. Spike is able to creep across and will be spotted in just a moment. The fight in mid.
Ace with the ball.
They've lost Runner, and this is the facet that's stopped Vitality from having success in post plants. They haven't been able to send out the mid lurk, to send a player behind to cause the pressure and close out some of these rounds. Instead, it's been full frontal aggression from this attacking side. They won the last with the Viper's Pit, but it's not here now. And plenty of players, even if Heretics are rusty on the initial trades, they've got enough bodies to keep throwing at these battles. Huge.
Oh, he saw the guy.
Almost. Oh, it seemed like SAYF had the gap.
Timeout.
Request for Andy. I don't know if Runner got the kill before the orb went up, or at least saw him. I'm assuming he did. If not, that's a wild spray. And one that's landed.
You know there's 2 players pushing here?
At least 2 players pushed up close. Might even hear the 3rd set of steps as they start to go back. It depends when Boo decides to start running. If he decides to start running, he's sticking around. And that's a mistake, as we can see. By
They left you, bro.
him off round the corner. They thought B was open. Heretics finally on the back foot when it comes to early reads, and 5 versus 3 as well. They need a hero to step up, and it won't be
Good art, man.
shut down by the shock.
Barbicha.
Miniboo and Rian's left to pick up the pieces. And you can see the benefit for Vitality of bringing those rifles through to the next.
Yeah, this is the best spot they've been in a while.
Yeah, last round was here, bro. They saved with 5 alive. No time.
Still very far away from even getting into any position to help. Shock dance to the back of sight. Will do at least a little bit of extra damage to SAYF, and I believe there might be another one, so he's got to be careful about that. 13 HP. They can at least try and make this one costly. Miniboo's going to drop the first, but the problem now, that time ticking and no friends to play with, it's just going to have to be a crazy 1v3, and it isn't going to
7-3.
5 seconds left. That mid flank's going to have to be damn near perfect. They're on their way. Turret destroyed. Now the info's there. Heretics know they're being wrapped on. They want to focus forward on the site, on stopping that spike from meeting the floor.
But look at Rians. He's flanking the Sova.
He's right at the spike planter, and he's got him. 10 seconds left now. They need to pick up the pace, attempting another plant. Boo on his way around the other side.
Man, Boo is a genius, bro. Boo is a genius, man.
Working for Heretics. Locked out of the round are Vitality. Boo with some beautiful play inside the pit.
Boo is too good, man. People don't talk about Boo enough, bro, but he's insane.
IGL of Heretics. They're winning off time. This defensive side has one hell of a challenge, and well, the first challenge will be Miniboo's already here, ready to fight, but Runner was ready. He's familiar with his strategy.
It's about as ready as you could be for someone full sprint, and they've got the read
Runner
already. 3 players on this side. SAYF's not going to win that opening battle, though. A singular flash. Is it actually going to catch Kicks? It doesn't. So there's going to be a surprise. Trex
bro.
That kill with a shock dart always seems to be well placed. And they're holding strong in this scenario. So many low players as well that this Sheriff is becoming more deadly by the second. It's still only going to be a 1-man advantage. Benji, he'll go down, and now it's left all on Taboo to try and fight this 1v2 first.
Oh my god, there's no way, there's no way, there's no way. 1 bullet.
It's a little bit tricky for his opponent, but it works out for
There's hope for Vitality, my friends.
Bit of a fake coming in on that B side, but I think they've managed to get so far that they're actually going to start pulling the rotation the rest of the team.
Bot coming back.
Vitality of 3 players here ready. There wasn't success to be found last time around, and there won't be this time either. Clean response from Trex. He's been punishing them every time they step foot near that B site, and it's the spike down on the ground again. The wingman deleted, I think, by a snake bite this time. This round already lost by the looks of things.
30 seconds left.
Want to take some weapons out of Vitality's hands. Rand's left on 10 HP. He's not going to be the one to win a lot of these battles. But maybe if he can land one of those shots,
Down,
he might need a few more now.
Are we going to see it for a third round? No, this time SAYF again.
Timeout.
that take in towards the A site, clearing things out with the Thrash. But as we've said, there's a lot in response.
Fury's caught WO0T up top, and it's actually followed up.
That's nice, man.
Double kill. WO0T and Boo down and out. That's a disaster for Heretics. They can rely on the flank from Benji Fishy, but he almost got picked off by the
Minus
operator.
boys low too.
And now, well, you better bet Vitality are ready. We've seen many rounds for Heretics in the defense. They didn't have to worry about their back. That's not true for Vitality, but they're sent. Oh, they were sent out to find him, but he evaded them. A pixel away from being seen. Now
The torrent is watching.
Be perfect. Everyone is focused on the site itself. It's safe super far behind. In fact, there might not be anyone for him to pick off. We've already seen Miniboo get aggressive, and Rians is in the same boat, and the timing absolutely perfect. But now the steps are heard. He's forced to move faster. Thanks.
That's
to
a nice steal, man. SAYF versus Benji.
Benji revealing himself. It's an easy kill for SAYF. Surprised to see them so heavily stacked up on the B site. That's what they expect the take to come through. Maybe confident in their retakes on A or in SAYF's ability to hold with the off, but his advanced control has just been quelled a little bit. And the flash pushes him backwards. Again, Heretics are resetting. Maybe Vitality have made their correct call. Read into how they play these low buys. Still 3 players on B. It seems like Heretics wanted to go back here. Boo broke a few bits of utility. And now they go back in the other direction. Yeah, the A site.
The thing is, though, they've already rotated in one player. Kix is here to support. They've actually all run past him, and because of that, Rians is going to be the one to
That's a good shot, man.
Already,
Look at WO0T, bro.
Coming in. The trade's still going in favor of this Vitality squad. Benji up close. Crazy shot.
Look at this guy, man.
Down below. I think he might have seen Sender as well, but the info's there for him. It's left all onto the IGL again.
It's crazy how much Vitality improvement, bro. It's crazy, 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 crazy.
But his counter IGL of Sender, his doppelganger.
6 rounds in a row. After 9-3 down at the half, the pistol, we said, might carry some weight, and it looks like it most certainly has. That injection of rounds, if it went to Heretics,
yeah, that was nice.
would have been damning. That's a ballsy shot to hit, to even take in the first place.
Especially the Guardian.
But now to end up neck and neck, well, it's understandable that Team Heretics aren't happy about where...
Timeout.
Hands picking the orb. So you've got Hunter's Fury post plant and possibly even a Viper's Pit for the plant. This could be a huge round.
The thing is, they can still delay. They've used Miniboo early to potentially just get rid of a lot of that utility, but even still, okay, the plant does at least go down. The thing is, they've lost players.
Hunter stood for years. WO0T, Viper's Pit.
That space to stop this instant denial. Viper's Pit's going to be used, but Boo, well, he has to retreat. He has to be careful, at least for the moment, because they know exactly where he is.
This is what won the round for Vitality with just pistols. The advantage is there for Vitality at least, though. They've got 1 extra player here in the defense as they make their way through. Late play by Rians. Hunter's Fury's available. Will it be needed? That's the question. Clearing out this pit's going to be difficult. They drop right behind him. SAYF! He's gone for the top rope play, and he's picked off WO0T. But 2 versus 2 with the Vipers still lurking. It's a problem. Snakebite was used earlier, and now...
Oh, they got a defuse, man.
Rians, he has to speed around that
Oh, but with a cover like that, man, just defuse, bro.
Double digits,
you know?
For Vitality.
Oh my god, bro.
Viper's Pit. But also, I do want
Best cover, my friends.
a little bit too early. Like, it's understandable. You know that your opponents are going to try and get in there as quickly as possible, so he's utilizing that, hoping that they're low. But the pit doesn't really force you to run through it. Like, you could run around that outside, you can go over the top, as we saw from SAYF, and because of that, a lot of the players weren't as low as really diffusing. They're still within that lockdown for the that's just
what?
Disgusting. This was wonderful though.
Yeah, that was nice.
Of the stuns, but also the nano swarm that just held him from being able to run away because he was already low.
13 HP.
And then just playing actually within it.
Now I understand what happened.
Just on the very edge so that he doesn't actually get detained at the end. They go back through mid for some reason. This is the worst case scenario.
Yeah, but they're not. No, look, Pit's down on B. You go A. It's that simple. Maybe the mid split, but they've committed to it. Kicks down. A victim of a similar play to what he made happen in the
they're gonna destroy him, bro. Sender, you gotta save this, buddy.
Sender, well, he's got his pit. Not anymore. It's gone now. Nowhere safe to hide. Well, he's probably better off. I think he'll be saving this weapon. Up and down. Shaky. Bladestorm, though, is going to back them up and give SAYF something to fight with. Sender, on the other hand, has got nothing. Not even a point of health. Early fight for Miniboo. Greatly successful. He's in for more, too.
Again, good counter util. At least letting them a little bit. Kicks Only going to be able to find one. His teammate's been lost. In fact, he's been blindsided. Runner trying his best. He's done an awful lot of damage. WO0T tag low.
Oh,
But look at the
Oh, Mini Boo.
Mini-Boo just taking that extra space and now going to go.
Yo, SAYF, you're in big trouble, bro.
Completely blind. Blaze Storm in hand. And he will
Beautiful runway, Mini Boo. Maybe point for Heretics, my friend. Oh, look, Vitality. 3 players here already.
need to fight this one.
Tix is kind of close.
Already under pressure. Oh, Mini-Boo's just got sliding through. At least there's a trade. Him being gone is going to be helpful. Trex, he was so impactful with this.
Lock it down for Benji.
Has been able to deny the plant. There's only 20 seconds left. Now they have to use that lockdown. That's going to put an awkward spot because they either have to try and run across, which is what they're going to do. They're going to use their opponent's own utility, and Rians has just killed SAYF straight through. Again, though, that plant's just about going to come through, and 2 players stuck towards this corner. Not expecting Trex to swing. Puts this advantage back for Vitality. Another left all onto Boo, and they know exactly where he is. 15 left in the clip.
That was crazy, man. That was crazy.
And today, very much the same. 12 to 11. We'll need another big round from everyone in Vitality. Putting it all on the line. Heretics, those ultis aren't there to fall back on, but Thrash is there for kicks on Vitality. Drone even leading charge. That's got Thrash out of it. They know there's players up in kitchen, but it's destroyed just in time to reclaim that space and get Thrash back online. Seems to be the mission. Kicks
What?
straight in and straight out. Dropped, but SAYF good for the double up. Maintaining the control, and now they all focus on the site. Just as the plan is coming down,
white big man.
from Heretics. Riens goes into the spawn, and himself and Benji have claimed another safe haven to fight from. Or so they think. There is another player wrapping his way around the timing, just about missing them. The wall covering the retreat. And Sender, okay, he's got them. The surprise eventually capitalizing for one, and Riens has the fall.
Oh my god, man.
It's again,
There's no way that just happened.
he had a 1v3 on this site last time, but now the spike is planted and one less player to take down. Difficult.
It's him, man. It's
Sender's
Boo.
still not spotted and now swinging. The orb blocking out any control, and the tap there. Boo has to be worried about it. He wants to get in there, see if they're actually defusing it. It is being
Cold,
stuck
man,
now.
cold.
At least the spam not going to stop them. They've almost got it defused, and it's Runner to land the
Oh
shot
my
that guarantees an overtime. A lifeline for Vitality as they get another shot at a map they need to win in this series.
But again, the only goal he has here, deny that plant as long as humanly possible. Make it awkward, and well, that's exactly what he's done.
Yep, the spam has managed
Time is low,
to
25.
the spike. Even though they changed the plant position of it, Vitality find no success there. They've recovered the spike, but now they've got to wait.
It feels like they have all the time in the world, bro.
Have to go back up. They have to be recharged first. Timing of this round not ideal. Instead, they're going to push forward as the toxins fall. A good opening start with Trex and Runner finding some, but Benji is dug deep. They've stopped the plan, forcing it to another position. Boo's caught one. Benji not going to deny the spike. Instead, it's Boo picking every single player apart and leaving Sender on 46. He can't even escape. He's being watched on the way back and has to win the fight. He'll close the distance, but the steps are heard. And now they've grouped up at 2 versus 1. 11 HP for Sender. It's down to the wire. A few
There's no way. There's no way. Boo 1k for him, man.
Back. His 4th kill of the round. I think the logic
The rotations are coming. 25 seconds.
or just going for the plant after finding a kill. And
Utility from Killjar is still up.
Thrash should be online. Should be there to work with Runner. He's got a chance up close, and some teammates coming in to back him up, but they've seen him. They know that he's here. Easy kill to start.
my
Who's the one
God.
to find it? That's Thrash online for the late round. A disaster for Vitality. 2 versus 4, and getting back in is going to be tough. Made impossible, perhaps, by the Thrash. SAYF finds one, but now detained, and all they need to do is kill Trex. All they need to do is drop that man.
Everyone. He's solo. He's solo. He's solo. He's solo. GG.
Fires back. 4 kills in both OT rounds. It's Boo and WO0T to bring it across the line. 1-0. Sunset next. Dark skies for Vitality.
Looking at a team that has like.
Okay, look at this classic,
You're
man.
looking at a
Looking
team
nice.
unstoppable on this map. So
And when Heretics played Navi, they 13-3'd them, right? So that's more or less telling you what you need to know about Navi Sunset compared. It's been strong for the side of Heretics. The start, though, isn't. They've lost Mini-Boo already.
This is gonna be
Emerges defensive side. Now
a Mission Impossible kind of task for Vitality, man.
This is where they hope to turn the tides, and Benji's done well with Boo trading out. It's back to a 2 versus 2. The smoke push around. Riens On the corner, he'll be blinded up. The paranoia's caught him. He can't see a thing, but he gets his vision back, and they haven't cleared the corner. Swapping out to the Ghost, and it's himself and Boo. A contact play with a smoke that has to be walked through. They both swing.
But they choose to play this map, bro. They let it open, so good luck now.
They come out ahead.
Minibu is just going to be a sacrifice. Like, they're absolutely fine with that. Saying that, Rians is the first one in. I was expecting to see Minibu sprinting in, but in fact, never mind. I guess you don't need to sacrifice him if Rians is just going to shoot the trip, get an opening kill, and then Minibu's like, right, guys, I'm running in now. I'm running in and taking the site now.
And that was almost or maybe it was 100 damage shock dart that went through. So decent, punishing the planter and the person, the bodyguard, providing that cover up close. Maybe that's going to help when it comes to the spam battles, because make no mistake, this is Sunset. This is the team we saw do this most consistently. Post-plant setup, narrow laneway where only half of the spike base is available for the defuse. You have to fight into main through the smoke. The flashes help, and Sender's doubled up, so is SAYF. They're right on it. Minibu round the back though has denied the defuse. He's bought himself a little bit more time. 2 players to take down, a weak weapon to do it with. This spam is good for 1, and the time quite low. It's
That was close, man. That was so close.
0.28 of a second, just enough.
Safe timing here is going to be everything. Ends up peaking a firing squad as
30 seconds
Minibu
left.
reveals himself, and then WO0T and Rians alongside it. Now the time is ticking. 25 seconds to make their move. A lot of counter utility thrown in to try and slow them down as much as possible. Kicks has done well. 18 seconds now. That clock continues to tick, and runners trying to come in from behind. The spike yet to make it to the site, and they need to deal with Sender. They don't even know where he is. He's just going to try and jump down and potentially deny the plant, which he's not quite going to be able to do around the corner. The sprint comes in.
Oh my god, what is this?
Trex has done fantastic. Just doing work with the stinger.
Oh, this is gonna be...
Still here. Doesn't connect that shot, and I feel like that might be the round over. Any further chance, they know
Who's looking different, bro?
where he is. The spam
He's playing for Vitality.
well. They're still yet to get this anywhere near half,
What's that?
but he's so desperately low on HP that this just doesn't seem to be possible.
Gira runner.
For Runner, but the job is done. Still though, there is going to be a purchase available.
Oh my god, he missed 2 shots.
Connected.
Those are all light shields.
And there is going to be pressure now placed, an immediate rotation from Sender to get him in to support. But the fact is, an elevated spot for Boo and Minibu now.
These guys are insane, man.
Well, that rotation was needed as he's the only one left.
They put every credit on the line on the attack side, and here's the reward. 5 versus 3 post plant. Minibu low, everyone else in fighting condition. And the Outlaw already out of the round, which was a big threat for 4 players who came in on light shields, who took the initial fight against it as well. There's a blind side for Vitality, and Boo up top, able to pick off SAYF, assist on the kill to Sender.
God Bulldog, bro.
Sending it to the other side of the map. It's time to save that weapon.
Back towards the spawn. If the timing is right, they could slow them down, but instead, it looks like Runner is going to have the main crux of the job.
25 seconds.
Hoping that someone runs into the trip, probably his best chance. Up close here, Sender had an opportunity, catching Minibu jumping. Hunter's Fury goes through, catches Benji. Runner and kick.
What happened?
One safe Salt grabs it, and it's down to WO0T. Indeed,
What just happened, man?
seems to be a bit of an issue, but more so than that is the lack of players left on the attack. WO0T looking to save, grabbing an orb and getting out of here with his ult online for the next. And that'll
Definitely seems like he's thought about it, but with 3 players still on the other side of the map, it would have to be a pretty big play. Utility removed straight in, and SAYF is just
Oh my
blocked every
God.
single head. He's taken down.
It makes it look
he's
easy,
the only
bro.
one still, well, not standing, but surviving. But the rest of them have just been obliterated. 20 seconds left as the spike hits the deck, and well, honestly, the rest
The round
have
is
just
over.
run away. Not even up to
This
try and
year,
face
you gotta
this
save as well, my friend.
one of the wildest individual plays I've seen. The fact
Oh
that
my.
the smoke blooms and he
That
still
second one,
manages
bro.
to convert
Wasn't
the
even
second
seeing the
kill,
guys.
snaps out of it for the 3rd, and the timing on his teammate smoke absolutely perfect there too.
Yeah, this was wonderful. And in a lot of cases, you're not going to get away with that versus a team like Heretics.
Timeout.
Vitality, as we know, the story here is if they manage to win this series, they are champions. They will actually eliminate KC from contention, the team that looked to qualify on the points. For now, though, well, we've seen them get into the site. They've got lots of ultimates available. Can they hold on this time?
Good shot, great damage. It makes it easy for Runner to follow up onto WO0T. He was down to 17 HP. Hunter's Fury, though, fired out in response.
Again, man.
And it's got a double connection. Kicks and Trex out of the round. Heretics with the advantage. This is what they've been looking for, but they still have to convert the round. Good trade by Boo. Keeps the favor in their hands. The tap is about to go through. Runner waiting for the spams, wants to strike as they go for the reloads. Perhaps spam back at some of these shots at the tracers, but nothing's landing. The time's stalling out. Nice shot. Okay,
good punish.
one. The spams in the other direction are where the real success is found, halfway already. And then SAYF goes down. That might be the round done. Runner needs kills, needs them fast. And in fact, I think the time is already gone. He's out of here.
5-4.
So financially, Heretics is still in the bin.
And Boo on the back of the flash, but unfortunately Sender can see clearly now. Never mind, he's gone. Trex able only for one. The numbers neck and neck with the space taken by Miniboo. They will quickly be taking it to the A site for the plant. Post-plant setup, rifle retrieved as well by Miniboo, so he's armed to the teeth. He doesn't need to use the finger guns in his next fight. A very good start for Heretics. Vitality grouped up as 3 for the retake. This is going to be a big test for them. They've got an ult on Runner to try to find these players, but they haven't got any bodies close by to land that information to throw the hat at. The problem is this 2-man push around the side, perfectly timed as Kicks wanted to drop.
And now revealed at the backside as well. Rian still holding. Stun out. It's going to be the fight won by SAYF though. Putting things back into a 2 versus 2 scenario. Shock Dart's doing a little bit of chip damage, but even still, they get on this defuse. SAYF is guarding it, and now already at half.
Covers different, bro.
Both kills. He's gonna deny the person actually defusing. That might just be enough, but again, just within a millisecond, Vitality will get that defuse through. Confident,
SAYF, man.
Seems.
Not gonna lie, man. This guy deserves to be on Champions, bro.
More importantly, look to head.
He's one of the best players in the world right now.
Half a second in it twice. That is a narrow margin, to say the least, but for Vitality, the lifeline they needed. A sloppy round to start with. 3 versus 3. The swing around on short, I thought, sealed their...
Champions deserve to have SAYF there. That's it, true, man. The only thing is, man, if SAYF is there on Champions, that rate won't be.
With an opening pick, Sender
Who you rather have there, man? SAYF or no
They
rate?
didn't look 2 players towards that side of the map.
KC or
Space
Vitality?
will have to be filled back in. They're going to try to capitalize by finding a gap on B. I don't know.
That's a hard question, man.
Already with a bit of an early rotation. SAYF in there. Already Hunter's Fury being used and actually catches a kill. Catches Runner with a tag. 30 HP trying to fight this one, but he's not going to be able to. And SAYF's ultimate is shut down immediately. It's left on to Kicks. The fragment not quite going to reach. And he's used the ultimate. But at this point, all it's really going to do is remove those counter abilities. Doesn't have to smoke, can't force them into any awkward fights, and you can see that Boo's only plan is to just try and continuously jump peek. You could take away his smokes, you could take away whatever abilities he has, but at this point, he's just working as bait, just working to try and frustrate Kicks in these latter round scenarios. Everybody else is not even giving him an inch, not peeking at all.
7-5.
Already though, being delayed by the smokes, I have a feeling they're going to play through them, but it has allowed for everybody bar Benji to already rotate into position.
Plant coming in, way out in the open. Very easy to defend for Vitality as long as they've got the numbers online. Curious to see if they decide to stay with 3 players on the site instead of falling back to the choke points. Looks like they want to make this costly, fighting forward. Flashes deterred them for a moment, but SAYF is still peeking periodically. Nade goes down, but they're already in. The spin through by Miniboo. It's messy, but he gets there eventually. SAYF now stepping up. That's his double already. That's
Look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. One more. Ace, 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 ace. I want to see SAYF on Champions, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, narrate. I want to see SAYF. Oh my god, man.
Series, this guy really is just the pinnacle of individual ability. They're just isolating fight after fight, having time to reload, and it seems like he's almost just dodging bullets in the moment. An important pistol for Vitality to get off to a strong last year.
Look at him, man. Look at how it goes.
The thing is, though, there's still a way to go.
Oh my god, Dink. Oh my god, that's unfair, bro. These guys are cheating. These guys are cheating.
She's just gonna wipe them out.
Man, he got destroyed there, bro.
That's the only way to stop him in this round. Vitality.
That was unfair.
Oh, they've done so much damage. Rians and WO0T super low.
He just won a straight.
Situation.
But look, oh, they land fast, bro.
That almost ended up coming through. That kill from Runner landed a few more bullets to Benji, and this is a very tough round.
Okay.
He's got another.
Eyes on this kid. Yesterday he won 1v5.
Trek still has 3 to take down.
1v5 ace clutch, my friends. One of the best aces of all time. Can he do it again?
Walking off his side, the spam gives it away. Benji's up close, ready for the fight, and
Benji fish, my
that's
friends.
4
Benji
kills out of the
fish.
Cypher, and Tom starting to understand why you praise this man's B-side hold.
Man,
The
Benji's
guy,
insane,
he
bro.
was 4-9 in the first half. He got 4 kills in that round. But he really is. It just feels like.
I wonder how good was he on Fortnite, man. I don't understand Fortnite, man.
You give him his trips, you give him his.
But I know that
and
they're fast there, bro.
The time of his life, but it just, well, sure, you're gonna have to have ridiculous aim to go with it. But we knew that Benji had that in his lock already. Still, made a little bit more competitive than expected, I think, with the fact that those early kills just didn't get taken. Drones being sent in. And in fact, all the utility is going to be removed. This looks like a guaranteed post-spawn. It's actually got worse as well, because Runner, his lurk through middle has been fantastic, and that's someone they may have to think about dealing with. Instead, though, just going to opt to try and rotate and take this one 4v5.
Well, yeah, their back is open. There could easily be a walk straight through. You've got the camera, though, popped up as soon as the abilities come back online. They know now back is clear. Paranoia from center might even come in a little bit late around the back already. As Mini Boo, he's good for one up top, but SAYF steps up to the plate yet again. A double from this man, shutting down.
Then just like, yo, if they beat Heretics here, I'm gonna cheer for Vitality, not gonna lie. Because they didn't deserve it. They deserve it.
Timeout.
Why did Liquid let SAYF go? This is one thing that I will never understand in my life, bro. Never.
Oh, they saw him and almost got him with the second 45 HP, but he's just about able to survive. Rotation, though, from Vitality.
Actually, I don't understand 9% of Liquid's decision.
Walking
In every game, bro. Every game.
Runner and the rest of the squad is on their way to reunite. This will be a plant secured and possibly a
99, I mean.
position coming out of Runner. The cam, I don't think, has seen him at any stage. So for him to be right up in their spawn might be unexpected. In fact, it is, but they've spotted him just in time. Cage to cover his retreat. The plan secured at least, but he's not out just yet. Hot on his heels was Mini Boo. The trades are good with Vitality coming ahead, but Benji fishy.
Chuba is low.
Ult used now for the information, and they could potentially manage to isolate the fight in towards Kicks. He doesn't know that there's a player watching him from the side. The defuse tapped should draw him into the open. The paranoia, though, gives it away. Kicks.
Oh, look at this thing. I didn't see.
But Boo doesn't know where he's gone. And Kicks found him in time. With no defuse underway, the pressure's off Vitality. They just need to run the clock down on Benji, who is sticking it. Okay, there we go.
Mappy point for Vitality, my friends. This is unbelievable.
4 players potentially about to fight into middle. Information's only going to give one away. And Trex, if he faces here, he's going to have a very nasty surprise.
The spams are decent. The wallbangs almost dropped them.
Mini Boo, bro.
Stepping up for his 3rd kill in the round.
Trex.
And with Boo on
One
the
betray.
runner, it's Trex left alone. A little bit far away from the action. No abilities to be used. Woot low. Boo tagged a little bit, tickled up, but
Oh my god.
he could have landed it.
Yo,
straight
only if he knew, bro.
Eliminated a player. Oh, it would have been nice. But 20 seconds left, he's going to wait for the smoke to fade and see if he can catch a player off guard. He might have a chance, but just about misses the timing. Shock dart, he hears the player jumping on the back. Shock's fired through, it's not got the kill. In fact, I don't think it even did damage. That time, just about Woot misses the jump, but 15 HP, it's enough to keep
Yeah,
him
no
alive,
chance for him.
keep being a problem. By the looks of it, there'll be no
It's
chance.
on him.
He's been hit by the reveal. If only that was the shock dart. Either way, Trex follows it up with the kill, but certainly not the round.
Timeout.
To avoid Boo, who's always been finding them those openers. There's also a massively late lurk from Runner that they're still trying to deal with. Even just the time that he's
What?
cause issues.
Oh, it's insane, man.
Kill as well. That's Rian's gone. Reveal's gone, causing them issues. And now look at the aggressive post plant that we have. Checking that flank right up in the face is going to be safe. They might not expect this.
Well, it's the flash from Kicks. Oh, there's no flash from Kicks. It hasn't come through. In fact, they're just dry peeking it. It's Mini Boo to take the opening. SAYF, only good for one. It's a rare occasion with Kicks having to clutch it out. 1 versus 2.
Man.
Side by Benji through the smoke.
12 to 10, my friends.
The Vitality not able to get this one across the line.
Benji Benji's the only man still standing. The knife's going to go in, and immediately that will pull WO0T back to this side of the map.
Okay, Sacha.
Well, the camp spotted at least 3. A lot of information. The spam, just a little bit of damage, letting them know that he knows they're the Heretics. Now the lurker, his runner is down, but he won't find the shots on the surprised players. And they're sent back to make a late play, presumably
That's a
to the
good shot,
side
man.
Already after catching Rien's, and they, I don't know if they know many boosts here. What? They've got this shot anyways. I'll need that one. And I'm just going to say, slow it
Time,
down.
time, 12 seconds.
Heretics, they might be in trouble. This could be the end. Booze, drop the spike. 8 seconds left. They've got to go quick. They've got to get in there and start the plant.
No timing.
Might be just in time.
I don't think there's time.
Kill by WO0T. He's up close. Spike planted. It is indeed just across the line. And Benji Fishy was waiting on the other side of the map just in case they had ran low on time. But again, a fraction of a second in it, and they've bought themselves
My
a
god, this
1v2.
is insane, man.
He's just about going to spot out Sender, but doesn't get the tag. Trex is
Oh my god, GG. Starco game, my friends.
Heretics on in 10.
What was that shot from SAYF, man?
Coming into this game, letting Sunset.
Show me again, show me again.
Oh, this is it. Hold on. No! That is nasty!
What?
Not slowing up. Looking for that early information.
What is this? What is the HUD? What's happening? Okay, okay. All good, man.
He's under pressure. Sees already going through, and the wraparound from Rian's, well, it was expected. Already catching that opener for the side of Vitality.
Vitality with the advantage to work with, and after taking space and an orb, they'll wrap their way back around to the B side. At least for now, that seems to be the case. Moving to spawn where they can up the pace, and it looks like it'll be a pretty wide open site. It's only Boo from Team Heretics.
We don't need the hub, bro.
on this
That's
B side.
fine.
He's on long and has the ability to
Back
get
the
out
old
here,
days.
taking the teleporter. Now that he's crossed back, he'll be falling to the site and hoping they don't catch him from hookah. Some steps were heard, and there's the info. He's seen so many of them. The molly to slow them down. He's sticking around. I thought he would have went back to the site already. Instead, he's going to nestle his spot underneath inside hookah. Oh, he's got a little gap in the wall. I love this. And he smoked himself off.
30 seconds left.
It's so ratty. The
I love
as
it.
well is even better from WO0T. It's going to
Ah.
get the back. The shot's not quite as nice from Miniboo though. But even still, 20 seconds left. The rest of the players ready and waiting. WO0T's managed to hold the line at least a little bit longer. Benji finds another. This is somehow turning into their favor. But Wingman has managed to get that plant off. The spot of at least one of them as the swing comes out. And even though the ideas were good from Heretics, the round still goes Vitality's way.
Smoke's covering a lot of distance. Now already crept into the corner here. They do not look aware
Oh,
of this
this
at all.
timing.
He's got his back turned.
What?
Players on the other side. Free for Sender. Comes at the cost of Trex's life.
That's crazy,
But that
man.
is
Love
a
it.
trade that they are
2
happy to
with 3,
take.
WO0T,
3 versus
10
2.
HP.
And WO0T on a sliver of health after the outlaw fight.
Worth it. That's the thing. I can only assume that
Spike planted.
I might just opt to fall back off of this one, especially with Thrash available. There almost needs to be a mistake, and let's be real, the mistake has already been made in this round. Trex might feel a little hard done by, but it was definitely worthwhile. And WO0T is basically waiting to see if anybody gives him the face. Now, Boo, oh, don't tell me he's going to get away with it. Oh, thank God, somebody finally kills a man that should
Man,
be dead
that's a
long,
crazy
long
shot,
ago.
Sif.
But even still, a hell of a lot for Boo still to
Yeah,
do.
he's gonna save this, bro.
Ticking down and not
No?
having the knowledge of where these players are. Going for it might be risky, but he's managed to find one of them quickly. Even still, getting the plant from here is not going to be possible. The nade will deny it, and SAYF was just playing the game.
Oh my
Make sure
god.
that it's denied. It will be a triple kill for Boo. But Vitality
Look at the cat.
won't care.
It's not the start they were looking for. Losing the pistol and this is
That was
completely
insane, man.
ridiculous. The fact that he is just sat, paranoia in hand, crouched in the corner. The freest kill of your life. And a beautiful double connection by Runner 2. Light shields and then into heavy. But he leaves with 10 HP with almost no chance to survive. And, well, a headshot like that doesn't really take the HP into account. That's a 3-0 start. Light shields across the board too, which makes Runner a deadly threat. But Benji Fishy's quick to adjust. That's one! Make it 2 for Benji! His Sheriff is clean!
Ace, get your ace, get your ace, Benji. Get the ace, Benji.
But Heretics probably on the board!
Go for the ace, Benji. Go for the ace.
He's looking for the ace and, well...
It's yours,
gonna
bro.
have a chance
It's yours.
for it.
Go, believe, bro. You can do it. You can do it.
He's
He's low. Trust me. He's low. It's yours, bro.
Safe did it earlier, and
Nice, dude. Finally, man.
To put the first round up for Heretics.
Sit back down to
Finally,
retrieve
my
the gun.
friend.
He was celebrating so much he forgot that he only had a pistol in that round. An ace that, well, it's going to be difficult to forget for him, but also for the players over on the other side. As clean
Oh, that's
as could
insane,
be
man.
for
That's
the first
insane.
three, and well, a little bit of help from his friends in the end.
Yo, I love this kid, bro.
Well, certainly true here. There you go. The showstopper's got past him. Benji, he's unkillable. I don't know his rank, but he seemed to be immortal. Eventually, he's dropped. Ascender lands the shot, deletes the pit, and grabs the plant for the squad. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Information definitely there. A lot of counter utility being expended, and in fact, Miniboo's going to make a play off of it. He wants to try and get back into this round. 2 kills already. The trade thick and fast, keeping this one at least even for the moment, but retreating might be difficult. Runner is going to take a nasty tag, and there's nowhere to go but back into the fray. The spike down on the deck, and a crossfire that's not going to be easy to break. Miniboo has been fighting tooth and nail throughout this round, but he is waiting for the contact of his teammate Boo. And there should be no way out of this round. It would have to be an immediate response, and well, it's not even going to be needed.
Timeout.
Now they know where the play is coming in. Benji needs to be careful. They've only got pistols, and every kill matters in a round like this for Vitality. That could have been a retrieved rifle, but he's made it out and slowed the plant.
The rest of the team already in position as well.
Flashback.
Viper speed for runner. Frenzy on safe.
So much info already there. It's actually caught Miniboo.
Oh my
That's a
god.
mistake. He was right in front of everyone, and because of that, there are guns to be had. He's almost hand-delivered one. In fact, into the hands of SAYF. There's nobody worse that could have gone to. Viper's Pit also used. This is now a problematic scenario. SAYF has already found another, but it comes down to an even scenario, a 2v2. The health going back up, but Sender's in a great position.
This is an insane round, man. Insane round.
Safeguard Thrifty that gets another round for Vitality.
Huge, man. Huge for Vitality.
Timeout.
Vitality come in and say, we expected to win this game. I'll call them liars after seeing that veto, but, well, they might have something in it. Showstopper can't even find the kill. Runners with a wall bang headshot, and the site is theirs.
Man, not looking good for Heretics here.
Storm.
Rians, that's trash.
Rians, that kill's huge. Okay.
Okay.
The numbers and taking away the main smoke. Some are already down.
Kicks has trash too.
Now going through, clearing out the back and finding one for free.
That's going to deny Rians. Annoyingly, he's
can't
actually
fight
the
it.
player that has themselves also with the ultimate online. So a counter thrash, immediate, and that leaves Runner in trouble. But obviously, Rians
Save me,
is a little
boys.
worried there's another player there. Right. But he catches both.
What? Everybody died.
Leaves one blind for WO0T to kill, kills the other himself. Now it's left to SAYF.
Yeah,
But
there's
this
no way,
time
there's
there
no
is
way.
no hope. WO0T will be there to shut him out as a 4v4 retake, or a 4v5 retake, in fact. This side could be stacked.
30 seconds left.
So they're still going to do their due diligence.
Whew.
Boo, though, again, it's him every time. Each time there's a spot where you go, okay, this is going to have to be a 4v5 retake. He finds a kill that's high impact, giving them a chance in a round that was looking bleak.
Yeah, WO0T sending his utility through the TP to open the door. You have almost no time to react. The guy materializes and instantly is shooting at your head. Very hard to react to, and a good punish. Taking a player off the side of Vitality for the post plant. Now split into two sides. You've got Long and you've got Elbow to deal with, and it's not easy. SAYF falls after just one though in the plant. The defuse, in fact, already halfway. They've got to be careful, and indeed, there is a big swing from the side of Vitality.
If they're still popping, if they're still feeling confident, they can easily close out this game.
7.25, my friends.
Absolutely. For Vitality, it's gonna carry a lot of weight here in this pistol, and that started out beautifully. Another nade for SAYF, but he won't get to fire at all.
What's happening, bro?
Sender's already here, and although Boo drops him, he's got two more to deal with. Spike down in the open, and he's a little slow getting there. He didn't know the other players weren't on site, but now they most certainly are. Stacked up and ready with a Viper wall blocking him out. Thought he was gonna go back, play around through hookah, but I think he probably has a better chance walking out along without having to make the jump.
This is the thing. Well, Trex has spotted an angle. It's probably the last man you want to be up against in these sort of positions. The most cerebral player when it comes to Team Heretics. They're trying to fight this one
Bunch
together,
of
but
players.
he's not
Oof.
giving them a chance. Looking for some shots through the screen. Molotov just to make sure nobody snuck into the close corner.
They played that good, man. 8-5.
He's got 5 kills right now. I mean, far be it from me to criticize him, but my goodness, the morale now has to be feeling low. I want to see him get around where he's activated, where he's finding a little bit more success and his confidence can go right back up high. For Rian's, well,
If they lose this round, it's GG, bro. Not gonna lie.
he's been shut down by Runner with an opening pick, and Vitality, they've got themselves at least an advantage in numbers, but they still have a few nasty positions to root out. Miniboo, inside of Lamps, this could be his chance.
The fight between the fades and Trex is so patient. Miniboo is only going to manage the one, and now already that defusal has begun. Molotov is not going to stop it from getting it to
Oh, Miniboo. There he is.
Stop it at all. It's not. Eventually they kill off the wingman, but it's too little too late.
Timeout.
Much more passive face from this defensive side.
Maybe a little bit wary, I don't think.
Miniboo gonna get showstopper. Are they gonna fight this? Are they gonna fight?
Get isolated. We'll get one on the other side, and while the aggressor
What?
Trex somehow corrects his aim in time, and he's
Oh my god, man. This kid.
3 kills.
3v2.
They're gonna have to thrash.
Trash.
Rian's desperately trying to find a place to use it. Both going in.
This is fun, bro. This is fun, bro.
Boo has also found a kill. It's going to be left onto the IGL as he tries to escape. Boo looking to hold the line, but he's just not in a position to do
Good
anything.
team, man.
He wants to try and play
The
that
IGL.
first farm, but it will go to half. There's nothing he can do to deny that. And now with the time ticking away, 2 players still to find. They are just waiting for him to make a mistake, to make a move, and kick.
That's beautiful, bro.
12 on the ball for
1 round away from qualifying to champions, my friends.
their flight.
Chances to lock in Korea. What an unbelievable journey this has been for the Vitality squad. They've had their troubles. They've had their ups and downs, let me tell you. But to get to Korea through Heretics on Sunset and Bind, nice! This is a team the international scene will be terrified of.
Being used to try and just claim some of that space. Already though, the Mosh, well, the hope will be to deny it. It's going to slow them down a little bit.
Time is low, man.
Nightfall. Information garnered, but they will be able to stop the plan. 20 seconds late.
Oh my god, huge kill.
Is now the last line of defense on this site. He's trying his best to deny that plan, but the Viper's pit should confirm it unless he has something crazy with the spam, and in fact, it's back the
I
other
think
way.
they gotta save these weapons, bro. They don't have the best money.
That's enough.
Timeout.
As you said, it always feels like at any moment that man could just end the game.
Now Thrash has got far. Thank you, Stimbeacon. And
It's getting close, man. 12-9. Ult for Boo. Thrash for kicks.
Involved in that. They just wanted to take the space with the ult, and now reset into the post plan. For Heretics, full control with their back completely sectioned off. All they have to do is look forward. Orbital strike in play for Boo as well. A big factor for this post plan. That's why he's gone back down.
Oh my.
And they're just harassing them on the way out, spamming through smokes, blast packing out, and now they keep this clock running down, knowing that they've got the abilities to stop the defuse and to make it even more difficult.
Miniboo's only goal was to buy as much time as humanly possible.
Okay.
Re-enter just spamming through the
Check
smoke.
PC.
It's
Check PC, man!
there.
What is
There
that?
was a Molotov on the spike just in case there was any danger. But the only danger in this server
Oh
right now
my
is Riot's
god.
Trex.
They are so
Nowhere
close
near
yet so far.
hold on to a gun. And what was a 6-round lead, 6 attempts,
Man, that was insane, bro.
now comes down to 2.
I have to say, Riance, I'm not sure what that one was.
That was...
I don't know what you can do.
I cannot say what that was, bro.
Like that.
Look at this.
Through smoke. All
Insanity.
of their kills were smoke.
Vec, man.
And Trex saved.
When you do something like when you have a round like that, there is Riam that your opponents can do. Absolutely nothing. 2 chances now for Vitality to fight their way back up, push to an OT and send Vitality down below, but there's a lot of room between here and there. Oh, look who's threading the needle. It's Runner up close. He's got one for his trouble. Traded out immediately.
Yeah, they managed to hold on to some control.
Okay.
Who's not expecting Trex?
Boo still has ult. Showstopper for safe.
Advantage. Thrash being sent out. It will clear so much space, buy so much time back. And well, there goes the showstopper, but the player's already moved. A little bit of a waste in the end. It's cleared an angle,
Oh,
but bear in mind that orbital strike is still
what?
there. Bear in mind, the guns are still not there on the other side, and we're still just that snake in the grass. It's left all on to Sender. Time ticking, Spike not halved, and they know exactly where he is. He's trying to bait someone into the fight. In fact, they are going to go check it, but at this stage, it should be too little too late. And even still,
12 to 11.
one more chance for Vitality.
Oh my god, man.
They might have expanded the ult, and indeed they
It was
were
what?
many ultimates
12 to
work
6?
here, but that hasn't been the main factor of finding the success for Heretics. One more round, and overtime is guaranteed.
It's been a brawl. It's been a battle. Runner
Okay, Runner got his.
That's
4v4.
It keeps things even for now, but it's going to be pressure put onto Kicks. Desperately trying to slow them down. SAYF has gone running. He's trying to sprint into help.
Look at this guy, man.
WO0T's going to ruin
Maniac.
him with that shorty. SAYF, as said, he was 20 and 9. Now 21 and 17. He has gone quiet, deadly quiet for his standards. A rotation coming through. And they've got to try and find a way back in.
Yeah, 1 and 8 since that 20 to 9. It's not a pretty look. He was activated, but now shut down. So here we go. Team Heretics losing some players. Benji Fishy manages to answer back up on the sender, but here
It's him, man.
response from Vitality, leaving it on to SAYF. He slowed down, but this could be his chance. The time is going to be a huge factor. Stepping in during the molly. Just one bullet needed, and there it is.
We go again,
Straight
man.
to the head.
We go again.
Heretics have come all the way back. 12 to 12, overtime locked in.
Instead, they're now making their move onto A.
Remember Jan's flash B long 10 seconds ago. They know now that there's no one there.
Huge kill save.
The A hit, they're ready for it, but WO0T still the first to fall. Trex and
What?
SAYF are answering up. Vitality needs some hope.
That last
and it
one,
looks
what,
like
bro?
they're the ones to deliver it. Although the molly takes down SAYF, it's worth it. They've taken the space. Runner and Trex both low. The utility damage is pretty massive, and Heretics have thrived in these positions because of it. But without Miniboo and without WO0T, this is a big challenge for the squad. Man disadvantage, and shots need to hit.
Paranoia thrown through. 2 players here under pressure, and Riens has managed
Sure,
to
sure.
level things up. Runner already tagged. Same for Trex. And the time is going to be ticking. I assume he's going to retrieve the wingman, but there just isn't time. Already peeking out one by one, and they take
Maybe
those
point by
fights.
points.
Around the combo breaker for Vitality, and once again, they have another match and series point.
Champion qualification points, my friends. That's what's on the line.
Holding on to it. Vitality, it just comes down to needing one. An idea to force them back and try and take the fight, but instead, it's a lot of utility used, and it's given them some information, but it can't really pull a rotation just yet. It's going to be on to Runner, straight away taking that fight, but he's only going to get the one.
It's close for Trex. Those bullets whiz past.
Careful with showers, my friend.
Still neck and neck, still equal.
Planted.
Sees through, doesn't land much. These players actually looking to fight. Team Heretics are upping the pace, trying to spam through that choke point. Already ahead of it was SAYF, but he's tagged down low.
Sender.
A little bit of that is
Patient.
delayed, and it will break
Patient,
right
bro.
back center. A little whiffy at the start, but he gets there with Trex up in heaven. It looks like Vitality might just be seconds away from closing this. They have to be careful of Riens. He wasn't cleared in the corner, and he manages to find one. The 1v1, the thrash. Which way does he go? The right way, but a little bit shallow. Kicks is still ready to fight. The shot now going to be
Kicks is the hero, my friends. GG. Congratulations, Vitality.
will be found, and 14
You deserve that, my friend. You deserve it.
unbind. They
Vitality deserve it.
It is a first time for many different things. For a lot of these players, their first time making it to Korea. And for the organization, the first time making it to champions as well.
Zayu is happy, bro.
For the side of Heretics, well, it's the first time in a while that they've lost on Sunset.